You know, I finished my casual play of Armored Core 6. I did a speedrun the other night. I think at this time, there's a few things that are pushing me to take a step back from actively playing Armored Core 6 on stream. First off, it has come to my attention, very helpfully, that the second submission period for AGDQ 2024 will permit, you know, Armored Core 6 submissions. So, you know, that's like another like 2 months for the run to cook. In that 2 months, not only can speedrunners change a lot about the run, which I would expect to happen, but apparently FromSoft has something of a history with their modern games of introducing semi-substantial balance patches a month into things. And given the fact that there have been no major glitches in the Armored Core 6 run, that would lead me to believe that we're probably going to be playing that game on current patch. I think that is kind of where things are going to end up. So that all that said, what does that mean? What that means is that, like, you know, I'm going to come back to it in like a month and a half and play it. I was going to submit G-Savior, don't have it on hardware. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a requirement. Yes, they definitely want it on PS2. There was one, I think I know the run, one of the remote runs for SGDQ 2023. Somehow that person, I guess, didn't see that you're supposed to have your run on hardware. I'm not naming the run, but I definitely was like, oh, you did what, mate? Like, because I saw them in the event Discord, and I was like, you didn't read. Not reading. But again, I'm not going to name who that is. Obviously, they have further clarified the rules to bring it to the attention of remote runners that, yes, you are also expected to have hardware. I need to remember to send the Twitch notification out. Gunbuster. We're playing Gunbuster because I have to record a podcast about Gunbuster. And so that means I want to finish specifically Gunbuster video games. So we got to finish this game. I'm going to be a little faster about it. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to finish the whole thing today, but I'm probably not going to watch every OP and ED like I was before. We'll watch the first OP, but did do some NG Plus and got yeah, I kind of want to go back to NG Plus because I think like my NG Plus run could probably benefit from updating boss strategies. I kind of want to try you know how I used to say never use Saber? I kind of want to try Saber in a few places. I'm more interested in any percent use of Saber, but I do think New Game Plus, you could benefit from some Saber. I see. Here's the problem with G Savior. I made the mistake of unlocking everything in that game, and in order to unlock everything in that game, you have to complete all stages with base G Savior on hard. And doing that, the only way to defeat Rysis 1 and 2 with base G Savior is like you have to become one with the sword. I don't think there's another way to do it. Like you have to become one with the sword. And so I did it. But like now I think about, I was like, what if G Savior's sword is good? It's not that good, but it might be effective in a few places. Space only. Yeah, sub 16x. I almost thought about, like, if we had more time during the 1 year war summer thing, I almost thought about doing trying to like show off how you fight Rysis with base G Savior. All right, as I said, I'm gonna watch the first OP. Game Plus run. You can beat my New Game Plus time easy right now.
太陽ではないのかね。奴らは恒星に卵を産むのが目的なのだろう。
彼らにとって恒星は単なる寄生性でしかありません。本当の目的は人類そのものを殲滅させることにあります。要するに我々が銀河系という生き物に湧いたバクテリアだとすれば、彼らはそれを発見し破壊しに来た免疫抗体のようなものでしょう。
バカな。
そうですか。銀河系にとってみれば人間の活動による恩恵など何一つないのです。例えるなら我々人類は銀河に浮かぶゴミです。
So that cutscene, I think that's from the beginning of either the third or fourth episode of the OVA. I think it's the fourth one. And what that is there's a scientist who's presenting to these generals, and he tells them that the horrible space monsters are like the galaxy's immune system, and humanity is a virus that the monsters are trying to eradicate. To be clear, that is that scientist's theory, and that is not necessarily what is actually true. But it's kind of a part of the some of the existential thoughts of Gunbuster writ large. Who is adding me? Okay, no. See, I'm very concerned when I get added now, because I think it's going to be a goddamn Armored Core speedrun Discord. Well, honestly, as much as I complain, the Armored Core speedrun Discord has actually been pretty well behaved. Like, I'm actually kind of happy. Like, the Souls people who came in, other people who came in, they've all been pretty nice. Like, so, like, that's good, actually. I haven't had to, like, bop anyone. Because I will absolutely bop someone who's flaming in that Discord. Is this thing on? Wait a second. Let me make sure this works. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's interesting, like, all, like, the stories of, like, humanity comes back and they're, like, real mad at you. Shout outs to, I guess this Assault Suits Lanos is like that. It's the first one that's on my brain right now. I thought I had these lined up. They weren't lined up. Oh well. What's she going on about? Let's see here. Pointless training. Oh yeah, that's right. So remember every time the machine translation says your sister, it's like it's the machine translation fumbling the whole big sis One-sama term, where it's like an older female mentor figure, which, like, again, is often translated as like big sis sometimes. Oh, that's right. Nadesco's like that. I haven't watched Nadesco, but I know a few of the plot details. I've heard good things about that. I did not know Gundam Age AGE. I don't know how people. I never hear people talk about that one. I don't know if it's just not well liked or what. That's definitely, like, maybe the Gundam I hear people talk about the least. Yeah, well, it's like not well received, but it's not so poorly received that it, like, ends up being like the worst or something. Like there was that like our Gundam post going around that was about how, what was it? I think it was like G Savior and Twilight Axis were at the bottom, and like Twilight Axis has some flaws, but it's so short that it's like hard to hate, and like some of the designs are kind of fun. You know, Gundam Seed is like really an interesting topic when it comes to perceptions, because like there is a huge fan base for Gundam Seed, and like it's credited with being like a revival for Gundam as like a commercial project. But most of the people I talk to in mecha fandom are not Seed fans. In fact, some would probably describe themselves as Seed haters. I've not experienced enough Seed to have an opinion about Seed. The only Seed content that I've experienced is the PS2 game Neverending Tomorrow, which was fine. Like, obviously it's a condensed version of the series. It's really meant for someone who's probably watched the series to go then play. It was fine. Like, I knew some of the memes going into it, but like, whatever. All right, what is this a topic? Topic training. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I think Seed had some thoughts about what it wanted to do. But what did it execute on those thoughts? I don't know. So I read up some, I think it was maybe Safety or somebody else who found a PS2 write-up in English about this game. And the interesting thing about it was that it did further clarify some of how this game works, which is to say you have these adventure sequences where you just sort of like use your bar up, and like you can also use your bar up on like training and stuff, or you can just talk to people. So to answer Idoc's question from earlier about like what would a Gunbuster speedrun look like, I'm pretty sure like the optimal Gunbuster speedrun is that for every one of these adventure sequences, you would just go find like this, like a training thing, do the training, but like instantly fail it. Cause like it'll still use up effort even if you don't do anything. Or actually, I guess it'll be faster to like fail like that. And then you would just repeat this over and over again to like get through the sequence as quickly as possible. So I could just like, you can literally just mash to be like, nope. See so I think I'm pretty sure what this run would look like if you were to do it. And like, maybe that's a funny meme. I have trouble talking myself into doing it right now. When you lose, I don't think you can get penalties from being bad at training. And I believe the action parts of the game are, my understanding is that, and this aligns with my experience of the game thus far, is that the action parts are not actually difficult. So any sort of perceived benefit that you would get from the action parts is negligible. Like, I don't really think you would benefit quite a bit from it. Yeah, I agree, Frico. Now remember too, part of the structure of this game is that it is the 6-episode OVA stretched out over 25 episodes. And so there are things changed. There's some adaptation things. There's lots of extra stuff, but a lot of those episodes are also just very short. It's a video game, right? So it's not like you have like X amount of runtime that you have to fill. I mean, with an OVA, that also wasn't true, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I like the way these look in like design. Sometimes they kind of like animate poorly on like the edges of things, but I think for the most part, look, it's PS2. I'm pretty happy with it regardless, but all right, I think she said One-sama again, so I bet you sister's gonna be in here. I just checked some of the dialogue. Yeah, there you go. So again, she's talking about Kazumi and Young. Think of the Budokai game. The Budokai games are definitely, for Dragon Ball Z, not the greatest designs in the world. Budokai games actually look kind of okay. I have become a DBZ hater. I had the experience, like many people of my age, of watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami in like, what was that, like 99 and 2000? And so I enjoyed it then, but yeah, I mean, look, Yajirobe Yamcha. The Yamcha meme is good. Oh, is she gonna challenge me to the fight now, or is she gonna carry 2 Pepsis? Uh-huh. Not for lascivious purposes. All right. Have we had the conversation on stream about the 2 Pepsis? Is that, I don't know if we've done that. And now we have? Okay. Look, the Gundam part's good, okay? Yes. Well, so okay, so there is a novelization of Gunbuster, the OVA, and shout outs to the Idion who translated that novelization. And so my buddy Sundown McMoon, aka Ethan Hawker, noticed that there was in fact a very good paragraph in which it describes young Freud as getting 2 Pepsis, but not for lascivious purposes. Just to be clear, she was carrying a bottle of Pepsi in each hand. To be clear, it didn't seem like she was carrying them for lascivious purposes or to clean out someplace weird. She just liked Pepsi. And just because she had to didn't mean that she was keeping 1 to drink and 1 to use for lascivious purposes or to clean out someplace weird. Her throat was parched and she had thought about buying 2. That's all. So, if you're one, okay, I will explain that apparently in the mid to late 80s, there was a urban legend or cultural moment in which somehow somebody thought that it would be a good idea to douche with Pepsi, with cola products. It is not, to be clear. But if you Google this, your first results are not weird porn. Your first results are a medical paper from the late 80s and an LA Times article about this from the late 80s. So it seems like it was real that at the time people were like, cola for lascivious purposes, you know, or at least some people. The author of the Gunbuster novelization. Oh, and that's weird. I didn't realize the thing had frozen there for a second. Yeah, I mean, well, again, it's an urban legend thing. Like, I truly doubt that many people have actually done that. It's just like one of those things where I'm trying to think if there's something else I could think that was like analogous from my college days. I mean, there's probably other weird things, you know, drinking certain things or whatever, but I don't know. Are these two gonna fight or what? Oh yeah, exactly. That's a good comparison. But like, who actually ate Tide Pods, right? Like, I mean, there's probably news articles about somebody doing it, but like, most people I would assume didn't. I wonder if it's gonna let me fight Young. In the OVA, this fight doesn't happen. Been on accident. Your Honor, it was not for lascivious purposes. It was an accident. Sometimes you come to a fork in the road and you eat it, you know? That's what happens. Yeah, so now she should have the stress flashback. There's a few weeks ago I drove up to where some of Icy's family lives, and in this one small town in their downtown there's a fork in the road, and they decided to put a giant fork in at the site of the fork in the road, and it fucking kills me every time. It's the good shit. I don't know why. I don't know the story. I don't know the story of how this fork got there, and I don't even know if I want to ask. Yeah, so anyway, she's crying because she's got some traumatic stress about combat in space, which, like, fair. I really wonder what the population of that place is. Like, it's one of these places where, you know, like along like rivers or railroad right of ways, they would have like tiny things. Yeah, I mean, they're basic. I wonder if anywhere in Gunbuster, if there is a discussion of the fact that they're using, I think at this point Noriko is 16, I want to say, because she starts out 15 when they're in the Oki Girls High School. I think at this point it's past her first birthday that happens during the run of the series. Yeah, where's God? Brightno is in jail where he belongs. Gunbuster. Gunbuster. I was uncertain if the bed was against the wall for a second, like just vertically. It's true, Bright. You know, Bright. I didn't realize Bright got aged up a little bit for Origin. I think he's like 24 in Origin or something. They really do be like that. But yeah, he's 19 in First Gundam. It's true. Which is like impressive for that receding hairline. Yeah, they aged up everyone pretty much. Yeah. Oh, that crazy ass. Always trying to make the ordinary details make sense. Yeah, I mean, Origin it's a retelling. Yeah, I mean, yes. Right, this is where they're having an argument about why Noriko is still with them. That would be a good bit. Oh yeah, that's the mad cyborg thing. No, it's mad something. I think it's called something like that. Yeah, Mad Wang, that's what it is. There you go. I had two of the words right. She ain't got shit to say about that. But yeah, as you can see, I have this like effort bar, and like you can't repeatedly look at things, but you can look at new things, and it'll like use up some of your activity bar looking at everything. I think if you go to certain places in these segments, you could like get certain details unlocked. Yeah, I mean, Wang is probably like, he's probably insane or something, I guess. I don't know if there's actually a character named Wang, but presumably. Oh, I mean, it depends on what you want, right? Like, you know, the canonicity of late UC stuff, I'm sure, like even the stuff that feels like very reasonably a part of late UC, like G Savior, you know, how many people would include that? There's like a whole, like, to me, that's almost an interesting subject in itself. Like, what does it mean that we're saying a work is in the UC? Yeah, like Gaia Gear. Like, what does it mean that when we say Gaia Gear is set in the UC timeline? Like, how does that matter? That declaration. Yeah, I feel like if we ever, Steve and I were talking about looking at, like the Frederick Stote translated First Gundam novels, you know, the Tomino penned ones, and yeah, MS Saga. I mean, right? It's how like Turn A Gundam is technically, you see. Oh yeah. But like, but there's also the question of like, what does it mean? It's like how like Final Fantasy X and 7 are maybe set in the same world, but like, does that matter? Like, what does it mean? Fleet will enter its final innocence warp. Oh, are we gonna? Okay, we're probably gonna have. So I think we're gearing up for what would be the finale of, I guess, episode 4. Is he gonna make the comment? Is this the Haley's comment speech? Probably, right? Yeah, it is. I knew it. Everyone's gonna cheer. Everyone cheer. It's Haley's comment. Cheer for it. I know, it's just Noriko being sad. Are you sure? I thought 10 and 7, because of the Shinra connection, that like baby Shinra in 10-2 is the sign of the Shinra clan that you see in 7, and that they're like distantly related. I mean, Tactics, Vagrant Story, and 12 are Ivalice, which like, I guess is the setting. Those plots don't connect, I don't think, but like it is Ivalice, right? It is what it is. Actually, I'm curious now. There's like some fan settings. There's like some like Reddit posts and stuff. Okay, so that was an offhanded comment by somebody. They toyed with the idea, but they never actually like did anything formal about it. Why am I? Oh no, I'm being pinged. Oh boy. Okay. All right, that's a reasonable ping. I was like, Hopefully I don't have to make decisions. Yeah, I mean, other games have motifs. No, I don't actually think any of them are part of the same continuous story, which is honestly for the best. I think that's part of what makes the series dynamic. Otherwise, you'd end up like Dragon Quest, the most boring RPG series in history. Yeah, she's still being sad about Smith. Yeah, even everyone was like, oh, Joel, Dragon Quest 8 is the best one. Play that one. Dragon Quest 8 was not. I mean, look, if you said right now, PMC, you have to play another Dragon Quest game, 11 is the one that I would pick up. 11 is, if you made me pick up a mainline Dragon Quest game, 11 is the one that I would start playing. Because that seems like the next best bet for me and that series. And hopefully I would like it better than 8. So anyway, the space monsters are attacking. That's impossible. That's a space entertainment. Can't get bad news, brother. You know, that's like one of the few PS1 RPGs that I haven't played yet. I should get around to that at some point. It's funny to me we're still on like sad theme. This hasn't become like action music yet. Yeah, I've probably said this before. There's so many video games. There's such a universe of game. Yeah, I do also love it when they make the shots in PS2. It's like one of the reasons I'm very excited to like watch Vodums and then try to play the Vodums PS2 game. Because I have to imagine it's cut from similar cloth. All right, so they leave warp. Yeah, it seemed like they did it a lot at the time for like PS1, PS2, where they would remake an intro in the like the native real-time graphics. Shoutouts to that Fist of the North Star PS1 intro. That's what an incredible thing. Oh yeah, this is where Linda gets put in Noriko's mech. I think this is what she's saying, that Linda's machine doesn't work. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I mean, the thing about licensed games that it's like maybe hard to... The thing that's weird to me, right, is that a lot of these older licensed games, like on PS1, PS2, they were being made in like the primary like genre of game of the day, right? And that just happened to be a thing that's like more enjoyable for us now. But like in 2023, you know, the common genre of the day is like what? Overwatch or you know, like other like 3D fighters, Battle Royale. Yeah, like 6v6 third person action game, you know, MOBAs. And so like I get that like the business people were never on our side. It was a coincidence 20 years ago. Resident Evil's doing great, but Resident Evil isn't like an original video game franchise. Like that's the reason, like when a new Armored Core comes out and it's like, oh shit, this is still an Armored Core, or like a new Bethesda RPG comes out, Starfield. You know, people aren't trying to compete with Bethesda, out Bethesdaing Bethesda. You just gotta wait for them to, you know, it's not like someone's trying to make the Elder Scrolls killer at this point. So it's like exciting when one of those comes out. It's like, oh, this is actually like the thing I want. It's not a gacha game. Yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk definitely had a flubbed launch, but I got I'm curious what kind of response Phantom Liberty will have, like if the ship has already sailed on Cyberpunk, ever having like a positive reception, because I know a bunch of people who like that game. Well, now that it's had some of its issues ironed out, I definitely know people who are pro Cyberpunk. So I wonder if like another marketing push. Yeah, and like people wanted to like it too, right? Even of all the times that the CD Projekt Red marketing people shot themselves in the foot, people still wanted to like that game. Right, people were pro. Yeah, I'm the same. I also knew some folks who were into it. You're against Roaring Studios to mess up the product alone. I mean, it definitely seems like they shouldn't have launched the PS4 and Xbox One versions. And also, the other thing too, though, is like, especially a big video game operation, it's not a monolith. It's not that I think the developers probably wanted to delay, and I imagine the publisher didn't, right? That's why I always bristle against like game developers are lazy kind of talk, because I think that just doesn't, it's not honest about game development. Yeah, and definitely I feel like my impression of Cyberpunk was people who enjoyed it seemed like enjoy certain activities in it, you know, that happened to work. All right, anyway, Linda's going off to her death. Rip Linda, you were a real one from Sweden. Oh, you know what I'm looking forward to though? In my own world. Once I finish this game, my next plan is to stream Hitman World of Assassination, which I feel like is something that's been like a long time coming. People have been telling me for a while that I should play the modern Hitman games. So that's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, there are people who like Fallout 76, yeah. I mean, I think it depends on why the product was like a failure at launch, you know? Oh, we finally got a music change. That took forever. I feel like we were on that sad music loop for like a half hour. All right, so this is the battle and the I guess this is the 4th episode, right? Because now the all the mechs in the fleet's gonna try and fight the guys coming out of the comet. I mean, I think for me, like, because I'm someone who rarely buys games new, if they come around and they fix a game and then I buy the fixed game, I'm fine. I don't know. Like, look, I had the experience of pre-ordering Left Alive, and I haven't pre-ordered a game since. Asterisk. Okay, I did pre-order Armored Core 6, so I'm a dummy still, but give me a break. It went interesting. Every early access game. Yeah. Even when, like, I think, like, there are games... The only game I really played early access was Teardown. And even then, that was, like, basically half of a released game anyway. Oh, hey, Linda. How's it going? Oh, shit. Linda! Crunch. Damn, that's gruesome in PS2. And the thing I can't stop thinking about as how they have they don't have sitting animations for any of the characters. Yeah, like what does it mean for a game to be done, especially for like online service games? I feel like it's a harder thing to answer. I don't know. It's strange. Software is weird. All right, so Noriko's getting ready to think about using the Gunbuster. What's she actually saying? Oh, she's gonna do it herself. All right, let's go. Rise up, gamer. Yeah, I mean, treat your QA well is a lesson that a lot of studios could stand to learn. Yeah, no, definitely. It's the suits that are not respecting it. I don't know why they're obscuring the Excellion so much in this shot, but okay. Yeah, this part is very hype in the anime. But like the flickering smoke kind of is undercutting it here. I don't know about that. It is a very, very hype moment in the OVA. I think we've had a few Gunbusters that have been on Daily Mecha. Let me actually, because there's like some interesting variations that only show up in like weird places too. Let me actually do a quick search. Yeah, so there's let's see. I mean, we've had Buster Machine number 3. We've had Great Gunbuster. I don't think we've ever had. Oh no, we've had Basic Gunbuster. Yeah, that was in like late August of 2021. The one that's really cool though is Great Gunbuster, which is only from Cybernetic High School Part 3. Let me go. Machine 3 is an egg. Yeah, it's pretty good. But this one is pretty good. This one I just posted in there. The Great Gunbuster. Incredible PC 98 ass artwork. Yeah, the cape is very, very good. Yeah, make it more pointy, please. All right, I might actually be action. Oh, it's action gameplay time. This is very silly. I don't think so. Oh no, that's actually, I'm not sure now. Now you have me curious. Wait a second. That's a very good animation to pause on. No, I don't think so. I don't think we've done that one. I don't think. See, unlocking additional special attacks is like definitely one of those things in this game where it's like, how do we do this? Oh, really? That's very good. Yeah, the hit counter for the laser is incredible. I gotta go fight the leader of the enemy. Can't like hit it with melee. I just got a Buster Beam in. This is very silly. You have to like just aim the beam at this guy, I guess, to hit him. Just do it. Just beam. Just set all your buttons to fierce and mash them. It's pretty straightforward. There's like a few little changes, but is he trying to attack me now? Yeah, what's up, Wolf? How's it going? All right, I guess I'll just beam again. All right, I got him. Wow, that guy was chunky. Yeah, it's going all right. Playing some JP exclusive PS2 gaming. Yeah, the Impale is. They couldn't do that. They couldn't do that on PS2. Too graphic. So I wonder if I need to go like equip special moves. There's like one screen I think where maybe you need to go equip a special moves. Had auditions for a play. That sounds pretty cool. All right. Well, are they worried that she didn't survive? No, yeah, they are, but they're wrong. Gunbuster's fine. Gunbuster is invincible. Gunbuster! Oh, oopsies. Didn't mean that. Is the captain dying? Oh, that's cute. Like a little landing pad on the hand. Noriko. She's saying that you're the best of all time. You are such a worry. Yeah, all right, that's fair. Noriko, you're the top. You're the. I wish I knew any of the lyrics to that song. The Cole Porter musical number. You're the top. I did that in high school. I was in the pit for a production of Anything Goes, the 62 version. Yeah, that's right. That is correct. But if baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top. Lyric hits different today. You have a new coach now. It's Chiriko. Oh, he's talking to Admiral Takaya. Okay, that's kind of cute. Finn. So that was kind of one of the more, I guess, the more important, substantial episodes, since it was covering, you know, effectively an episode of the OVA. The 4th episode. I think that was like episode like 15 of the game. My understanding is that this game is going to show us Kazumi and Coach's wedding. I think we're gonna get that visually, so that should be interesting. I wonder if this novelization has any of the if the video game has any of the novelization stuff about how the Aim for the Top Squadron was like disgraced. In the OVA, there's a single throwaway line on a news report that's like, they disbanded Aim for the Top Squadron, or the Top Squadron. But in the novelization, it's like a whole thing that the top squadron was like a considered a failure.
地球港を弾く。あれは私たちにとってほんの数ヶ月の出来事。それでも地球では10年の時が流れているのだ。信じられないような現実。地球に帰るまでのわずかな時間。私たちはこの長い後悔の思い出を振り返る。
Yeah, too many of you died. This is on you. You're a failure. This has nothing to do with our decisions.
エクセリオンレポートに稲妻反転キー。
All right, what? No, I translated the wrong screen. The Excellion report. Oh, it's called the Excellion report. Interesting. All right. Yeah, deemed ineffective. Once again, another episode of Gunbuster for the PlayStation 2. See, what's kind of interesting to me too is that we're still getting the OVA in the video game, and that's interesting because I think the OVA really only has the we're getting the OP in the video game. The OVA only has the OP for the first 3 episodes, right? I don't think the OP shows up in 4, 5, or 6, as I recall. They're like, we can't do this anymore. The Silver Star. Oh, that's right. It plays at the end. It does play at the end of 4. You're correct. Yeah. No, absolutely. It is totally weird. I mean, I remember when I was when we were podcasting about episode 3 of the OVA, I was kind of like making an argument that the OP is like a reminder of sort of how far from home we are. So I think that's something to say. A lot of people say about Gunbuster is that it starts out being this sort of aim for the ace parody, and then it goes off and does its own thing in several ways. And and so like, oh, this is the OP for this. As like episode 3, you're like, oh yeah, we are pretty far from home, aren't we? Oh, do you think this is like literally like a compilation episode? Are they just gonna like talk over? Are they really doing? Is there a compilation like episode in the PS2 game? You know what? That's an incredible commitment to the bit. I'm kind of impressed. If they're giving me a clip show episode in the PS2 game made up of fictional episodes. Yeah, I guess to remind you of what you played. That's kind of a good bit. Yeah, we're already at the stinger. They're doing it. They're really doing it. That's incredible. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, that is like an interesting genre of feature. Like the way in which a lengthy or narrative focused game would attempt to remind you of what you've done when you resume progress in the game. Yeah, 2 episodes. Yeah, they just give you like 1 million DVDs. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Bandai to do that. They basically did that with the Blue Destiny games for Saturn. It's like, here we got like 5 missions in each disc. Don't pay attention to how long the missions are.
が襲われてマシン兵器が起動しないから私の活躍だってなし。おまけに被害甚大なせいでアンドロメダ焼きの危機。踏んだり蹴ったりって感じよ。まあそれはなんとかなってよかったんだけどね。天才少女の面目躍如っていう活躍の場はないものかしらって思っていたら、なんてこと。あのノリコがコーチとこっそり訓練していたのは最終決戦
Yeah.
兵器。
Yeah, I would honestly, if you gave me like a really good thing and it was short, that's fine. That's like one of the reasons I'm like I don't really care too much about
許せないわ。
like length of anything. If it's good, like I'll take it. I don't give a damn.
ノリコは宇宙に出た時
You want to give me
起
like
こしたんだ。
$2 for 20 like $20 2 hours? Yeah, that's fine by me. Is the 2 hours good? All right, let's go then.
わからないでもないわ。私もパートナーだったリンダを亡くしたから。それでもノリコは攻めてきた宇宙怪獣と戦った。そして勝った。しょうがない。ガンバスターはノリコに預けとくわ。だけどしばらく預けるだけだからね。
Wow, they really just clip showed me. I can't. That's incredible. Astonishing commitment to the bit. Yeah, we need to immediately revisit all of our past trauma. Oh yeah, the because the recap ones were like it was like a recap with an interview or something, right? Wasn't that like that was particularly in the first core? I think that happened once or twice. Yeah, right. One was narrated by Guel Jetter.
エクセリオン艦隊は宇宙怪獣探索の任務を遂行しました。我々は次なる戦いに向けて急速に入ります。艦隊機関エクセリオンもついに廃艦となる予定です。感慨深くもありますが仕方ありません。なんですって火星回線の残
Oh shit, they come into Earth?
地球を襲撃。エクセリオンが攻撃を受けているそうです。廃艦になる予定だというのに何でしょう。この胸に湧き起こる衝動はあの艦を守って死んでいった部下たちのためにこのままにしていいのでしょうか。次回トップを狙え第16話廃艦さらばエクセリオンよりマーシャル音波法
This is where I got super salty and then proposed. All right. Oh, I didn't do the save option. I did the continue option. All right, next episode. Hope the game doesn't crash. We haven't had a crash in this game, so it should be fine. Man, it's been so funny going back and publishing the Radio Free Mercury episodes. Cause like it's like really like especially in season 2, like each week is such a moment in time. I was like, oh, this episode's named Suletta Shortzetta because we thought Suletta was gonna get in the short set. Alas. the like selection of material that we get as English speaking Gundam fans continues to be extremely funny. Also, whoever runs the Gundam info account is a monster in the best way possible. Oh, we are coming back to high school. How depressing. Oh, I didn't actually want it. Space is great, but Earth is the best. How is Kimiko? Oh boy. Oh yeah, they did a Hamon Thirst post. Oh, a real choice. Why is Young in Japan? Is this even legal? Yeah, where can I shop? All right, thanks. You, you got a disease, you can't remember where you live? Wow. This is savage dialogue. I can refer to you to... Okay. Okay, yeah, we have vacation. All right, we're fine. This is fine. We're all fine here. Okay. Just gonna walk down that long, lonely road. All right, what is the episode title here? Oh. What? All right, I don't know about that. Why is the Admiral here? Damn, another incredible victory for PS2 audio mixing here. What? Is there someone underwater? Oh, oh, you can walk around underwater with the RX. That's extremely weird. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about this now. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, this is. What? Is it just the beach is blocked off? It was large rocky. Okay. All right. Well, now we have to know. Do they just let me use the RX suits on the beach? No. This is not okay. Oh, I can do the beach game. I don't know why I'm torturing these sea creatures, but sure.
頑張んなさい
Yeah, that's exactly right.
頑張んなさい記録更新ね
All right, well, we did the training mini game. Good job, me.
そういえばユング海に行くって言ってたっけ私も行ってみようかな
All right, what are we doing here? We are. Oh, by the way, Young said he's going to. I think I'll go there too.
こんな時でもなく
Which direction is the sea? Only way. Okay. Are we gonna talk on the? Do you need to talk to her now? Oh, there you go.
会えなくなるのね
It kind of does.
結構いろんなことあったじゃないなんだかんだであんたのこと気に入ってたんだそんな私だってユングのこと本当にもちろんよそれじゃあ私が戻っても連絡くれる必ずするわありがとうそうそうところでエクセリオンの配管になるって噂聞いたえなんでもかなりダメージを受けたでしょ本当なのかしらねエクセリオンの配管トップ部隊も解散しちゃうし
All right, what are they talking about here? Because are they still talking about vacation, or are they talking about something else? Or there's something's gonna be discommunication. Yeah, Top Brigade is disbanded. Okay, so they are talking about some of this stuff. Okay. Next ship is already under construction. Yep. What kind of ship will it be? Someone's footprints continue. They only let you go into the water a little bit. But yeah, again, if you were trying to speedrun this, you would probably just try to fail this as soon as possible. That would be like your method to blasting through this. It was a good ship. Thank you, brother. Can I actually run? Like, okay, now I gotta know. Oh yeah, now I'm just back at the school. Weird. Oh shit. It's the space monsters. Yeah, I think the USSR didn't go away. But like maybe, I don't know, maybe it did. Australia went away in Gunbuster. They blew up Australia.
地球到達までの予定時間あと8分です。
地球への攻撃を想定しているのか。
地球は迎撃兵器の防衛線が張られていますので
I don't know, but it keeps happening.
安全かと。
It's really weird that, like, when I think of colony drops in Gundam, it's like Australia, and they didn't, it's Dublin, right? They drop a colony on Dublin and Double Zeta? What did Dublin do to you?
では敵の狙いは何だ。まさかエクセリオンが狙われているのか。
仲間の敵討ちでしょうかね。宇宙怪獣どもに仲間という概念があればですが、おそらくは先の戦いでの残存。
No, you see, if you blow up Australia, it just causes all of the spiders to land in the rest of the world. It'll just spread them around. Oh yeah, they do hit the middle of North America. Stardust memories. There's like 1 or 2 more colony drops after that, right? There's more. There's always another colony drop somewhere in the UC timeline. Yeah, the first Operation British, both sides lost half their respective populations. Whoopsies. First one did it the best. I mean, what? I forget, do the Titans hit like a specific target? Oh, they attempted it. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait a second, did they actually do that? I mean, the Titans more famously gassed colonies, right? Among other things. Oh yeah, the asteroid hit a lot. Yeah, that's the earlier impact. Yeah. What are we resolving to do right now? Girls, you're on a beach. What are you doing? You leave. Okay, you're good. All right, sure. Oh, are we just there? Oh, of course, the worst thing in the world is trying to look for something and getting a result from the villains wiki or whatever. That's just insufferable. Oh, am I actually piloting with Jung? Right. I don't know if you can do, you can sort of do a dodge thing. Oh, I guess I'm good. All right, we're good. My guts levels went up. All that hard work and guts. Is the Gunbuster? For a second I thought the Gunbuster was going to land on the beach. I wish. Thank goodness the Excellion is safe. Yeah. Wait a second. What wiki am I on? Ah, shit. I can trust this guy, right?
初の船だわ。こんな風に別れることになるなんて思ってもみなかった。そうね。でもいつか別れなければいけない時が来るわ。お姉様、私いつまでも落ち込んでいられないわ。トップ部隊はしばらくお休みだけど、新たな計画が立案中だそうよ。
They got a new plan, folks. Don't worry. There'll be another war soon.
詳しくは知らないけど、何でもそのための心臓戦艦が建造中だって話みたいだし。
All right, so they're talking about the, I guess, the leading up to the construction or the announcement of the Eltrium. Meanwhile, a cut. Gosh, they just released this on DVD. I mean, I guess it already is a DVD. It's a PS2 DVD. Yeah, they were really like committed, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Gunbuster, but if it was a 25 episode anime, wink, that just means we're gonna play the OP 25 times. Oh yeah, the running thing is good. I don't know, the running thing's cute. I mean, the ultimate OP when it comes to that kind of thing, though, I guess is the Overman King Gainer one. With all the dancing and everything. I've never seen that shit, but that OP rules every time it's posted. No one is tired of this theme. Yeah, they do like a dance, and they do some other dance moves. They do a lot of shit in King Gainer, that OP. Oh my god, it's late 20s Kimiko. They did the monkey, that's it. That's the dance, yeah. And some ice skating moves, yeah.
エクセリオンを自沈させる必殺の作戦はコーチとの別れを意味している。それでも行くわ、私。それが一番コーチの近くにいる方法。そうですよね、お姉様。飛べ、バスターマシン。コーチの込めた努力と根性、最後の希望を切り開いて。次回トップを狙え第17話。お願い、愛に時間をに稲妻キック。
Please, time for love. It's still Gunbuster, folks. So I do think this is supposed to have like alternate paths. I don't know how much the alternate paths differ, but you could see that in the list of saves I had on the save screen. Like you start out with Noriko's icon, and then later on you have now I have Jung's icon because I think I'm on like the Jung Freud path. And I think there are other paths, I guess. Yeah, I think it's relationship pathways. I think that's correct. It's not like substantial deviations in the plot. Okay, yeah, so you've seen other clips then, yeah. I really would love to see like all of the pitches for the PS2 games based on like licenses from the 80s, because there's a bunch of them, and like I'm just very interested to know, was it just like we got to cash in on PS2, or you know, what was it? Why did we make a Giant Robo game? And well, Giant Robo I guess technically is a more 90s, but I hear you. Now we're doing the graduation. I mean, you know, I do think there's so in the novelization there's a sequence where young Freud shows up in a sports car to the wedding of Coach and Kazumi, and basically says to Noriko, like, get in, loser, we're going to the Eltrium to blast off. I don't know if that exact sequence is going to happen in this game.
あの樫原さんも今はこの学校の先生になっている。クラスメートはもう誰もいない。キミコももういない。宇宙は
Yeah, no, that would be cool. Not in a lascivious way. Only if she had 2 Pepsis. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was, right? It's a new form of media. You have a bunch of licenses. The people who grew up with those shows are all probably like adults playing PS2 games, so you just do it. Wait, were you awakened by Diego sleepwalking? Is that what you're saying, Icy? Wow. Imagine that. Imagine being woken up by someone making noises in their sleep. Couldn't be me. Who would do that? Yeah, another side. I'm very curious about those games. Those games seem neat. I guess not. You're much angrier than a horse. Yeah, I imagine hacking PS2 games is probably a tall order. And especially too, because a lot of time when it comes to like hacking games, you know, there's the issue of like, what is video versus like what is just native text in the game. And of course, like with video, it's like, oh, do I edit an image file? Like, can I reinsert that? Maybe that's actually easier. I have no idea. I've never done that labor myself, so I cannot comment on which would be simpler or easier. Oh, we got a topic. What's this topic? Oh, whoopsies. Oh, hey, it's Kimiko. Hey, Kimiko. Double crossing Kimiko? Why is the machine translation calling her a double crosser? All right. She's just a little older game. Just a little older machine translation. Calm down. I think all of the people who are old are double crossers. 100%. It's me. Oh, that's right. I remember earlier it kept machine translating her as boy. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Some language thing. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm 35 now, and you got to realize that once I reach the next year, as far as Gundam is concerned, I might as well be dead. Like, there are no Gundam characters older than 35. You just don't list your age at that point. You just don't ask. How old is Subarov? Don't ask. How old is the father Zabi? What the hell is what is the oldest Zabi's name? My brain keeps saying Dozel, but that's the older brother. Degwin. How old is Degwin Zabi? Like, I don't know. It's true. Job John does get to live long. That's because he shows up as an engineer in the it's like the F90 manga, which is like the prequel to F91, right? Is that Oh my god. I see, like, you tell me that, and I'm like, oh, CBR is self-aware and is making a parody of itself. It's not self-aware. It can't be. You, like, Dozle Zavi is you know, the dutiful father with the horrible, evil psychic vengeance ghost. The new Kern running. Okay. Oh, as a bigwig and interesting. As, all I can see right now is Kimiko's lips, because I keep thinking about how like Space Queen Emily was like, by the way, great way to age up your character, put lipstick on them. Instantly works. I mean, they do other stuff too to Kimiko to make her appear older, but like also they do just put lipstick on. I believe that, yeah. I mean, Job John really does come across as like the only responsible person on the white base in Kukuru's Done's Island movie. I mean, some people are officers and some people aren't. Some people have receding hairlines at 23. Some people have beautiful heads of hair. Oh, they're talking about the Eltrium. Right. Yeah, yeah. It's true. Some people, yeah. I'm still thinking about that that bungler thing from the Gundam novel. Like I'm done now. Like I'm just gonna think of Sailor Moss as the bungler. I can't help myself. Which isn't fair to Sailor at all. I mean, and that might be true. Hayato's a bungler, 100%. Yo, we have new people to watch Turn A Gundam. Turn A Gundam, how's it going? VOG Network. Hope you're having a good one. I'm playing some Gunbuster. Is a real one. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't know. I mean, Noriko's still, what, 16 at this point? 16, 17? Oh, that's right. I was like, I know this. What is this? I definitely had recognized that URL, Bobby. I should have remembered. Just end up a wrap-up podcast for convention. So what is this? This is, so Gunbuster, if you're not familiar with Gunbuster, Gunbuster is a pretty influential OVA made by Gainax. So that's the same studio that made Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, etc. So this is a PS2 game based on that OVA from 1988. Of course, this PS2 game is from 2005. The PS2 game adapts a lot of the material from the OVA into a series of adventure and action sequences. It expands upon it a little bit. The original OVA is only 6 episodes. This is JP exclusive. So one of the things that I'm doing is that I have an OCR and machine translation set up, so that if I want to know a rough approximation of what's being said on screen, I have it rigged so that I can press a button and it will cover up the text with a quick and dirty OCR into machine translate. Obviously, machine translation is deeply flawed and there's no substitute for real human translation, but you know, it's useful for playing through a video game. But yeah, so I'm also doing this actually. One of the reasons I'm playing this game is because it is for a podcast myself. You know, I have a mecha anime podcast that I host called Giant Robot FM, and we recently covered Gunbuster on the podcast, and so this is actually one of the last things we're doing about Gunbuster is we're going to podcast about the video games of Gunbuster, of which mostly it's 2 PC Engine games and this PS2 game. Gunbuster characters do show up in a few other games, like Cybernetic High School #3, and of course the Stripping Instrumentality Project, Super Robot Wars. They also show up in. Yep. Gun Goku is right. So, but yeah, the Gunbuster, the titular Gunbuster, is in fact a big mech. It is a robot. Yes, 100%. So yeah, I am who you thought I was. It's kind of interesting. I at one point thought it might be funny to like speedrun this to some extent, but unfortunately, like the way to go fast in this game is to sort of just like bust through things by like intentionally failing. Like, so right now I have this blue bar in the bottom left hand corner, and what I could do is I could like pick up training tools and then intentionally fail. By intentionally failing this, I can use up the most like energy the quickest and thus move on to the next segment of the game. I'm skipping opportunities to like improve like side attacks, but it actually does not matter too much because the action parts of the game aren't really that hard, so I can just kind of do stuff like this if I want to. But this is also why I'm probably not going to do a speedrun of this, because like 75% of the video would be me doing this. It would be intentionally failing training sections. I have not played this before, no. So maybe I'll eat my words. Maybe it won't actually be that easy. And at the end of the game, I'll be missing out on the essential special attack to win. That would be kind of a funny outcome, to be honest. Yeah, check out the Totoro poster, the low-res PS2 Totoro texture poster. Perfect. I'm still can't get over the fact that they preserved Noriko's dorm room for 10 years. That still seems weird to me. Oh wait, that's the wrong screen. Oh god, what is that? I keep accidentally translating the wrong window. There you go. So much time passed behind while I was in space. What is fun about this scene, though, is that she realizes how much this is what her father was experiencing when her father was coming home to visit her for every one of her birthdays. Meanwhile, Coach is mad. Are they gonna do like the conference room scene except in like a hallway with 3 guys? I hope so. That'd be very funny. Oh, they came all the way. What's that reason? No way! A space monster. Yes. So, I guess spoilers for the ending of Gunbuster. They come back 12,000 years. They don't know if anyone's gonna be left on Earth, and like they get a welcome back sign, but like one of the kanji characters is backwards. So a lot of times when you see that represented in English, they'll show like the K backwards or like another one of the characters in the English, phrase welcome back backwards. So yeah, but obviously my description of it in no way captures the emotional gut punch of it. Everyone I've talked to has been deeply, it's kind of, but like it's no. It's like a 25-year-old OVA. Don't worry about it. Honestly, here's the other thing too. Like, me describing the plot detail is in no way a substitute for the effective emotional gut punch of the thing. So like, watch it. Almost everyone that I've talked to about that ending scene tears up at it, except for one person. She's right over there, so I'm not going to talk about her.
敵の数は推定でもおそらく億は超えており、両翼は約80天文単位。
Yeah, number of enemies takes up 80 astronomical units, and they do mean that.
地球に戻ったばかりですまんが。
So this is getting set up for the action of, I guess, the OVA episode 5.
わかりました。高谷たちには私から話します。しかし太田君、これはわしの仕事だ。あいつに高谷にはまだ教えていないことがあるんです。
Look, just because Gunbuster came out the same year I was born doesn't mean that we have to remind me of it. Please. Shh. Let me have these things. God. Can't sneak one past any of y'all. God, I love that low res poster though. Wait, Young is here too? What? Why is Young here? Young Freud, you're not in this scene. I mean, this slap is kind of more messed up because it's more like domestic drama. Yeah, really though. Do get off my lawn. I agree. The C remaster. My favorite thing about Seed dialogue is the goddamn everyone talking about their faces is like the funniest thing. Again, I don't have a dog in the Seed race. I just think it's super funny when people are like, what's up with their faces? All right, so this is where are we gonna do the together apart your two flames, but together you're an inferno bit? I hope he does that. That bit rules. Doesn't give a shit about me. Youngford really is here. Oh yeah, the heads. That was I was trying to remember what it was with the movie designs. I feel like I should just go see that movie with no context. Honestly, if they put a Gundam thing in theaters and it's like in a theater in my area, I'll probably just go see it anyway. Like I don't give a damn. It'll be funny. I'll be like, it's like watching a Fast and the Furious film where like every 20 minutes a character shows up and you have to turn to the person next to you and ask if that's an established character or not. Cause like you just don't know. Like people just show up in Fast and Furious films and you just don't know. So that'd be very funny for me to do with Seed. God, I hope Gundam live action is real and it's just very funny. Yeah, every 20 minutes will be a flashback. They just wholesale import the Kira bleats like a goat scene. God. I'm in a Discord server now that like mostly gets used for recording something, and like a week ago I saw there was a new post in that server and it was just someone posting the video to that scene from Seed where Kira screams like a goat with no context. And so I just had to be like, Why are they talking about this? I just had to wonder and keep that mystery to myself. Who would do such a thing? I wonder. I do wonder. Oh, is Young making advances on Coach? Is that what's going on here? Should I translate more of this? Yeah, what are you doing? We're all trying to find out who did this. Actually, no. Oh, no, they're gonna pilot Gunbuster. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's fine. Oh, all right, that's spicy. Cool. Killer, a space monster is just a little something something. All right. I kind of want to know what Coach's reaction to this request is. Let's go on a rampage. Don't you ever just want to go ape shit? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I was like, I wonder what the OCR will do of this. All right. Anyway, sudden. Oh, okay. We're really doing. All right, so this is a little bit of a deviation from the plot of the OVA. Are we really doing this, Ben? Oh, okay. Now we're doing this. You learn. Oh, all right. Fire. I'm having a little too much fun with this. Together with Young, it's a big bomb. You know what? He's right. And when he's right, he's right. I'm definitely having some fun with it. Well, I think the one that the Sundown is referencing the I think you should leave skit, right? That where he's dressed up in the hot dog. But also, I mean, who could have done this is also a very good bit as well. Bomb? No, nothing. When you explode with power, Gunbuster is invincible. That's true. All right, this is interesting. Go ahead and go wild. My heart, yeah, it's true. Gunbuster. Oh. We're just on the same beach again. That's incredible. Incredible. Yeah, so the whole point of this mission is going to be, just like in the OVA, where we're going to use the Gunbuster to escort the Excellion to the middle of the enemy fleet. But I guess we're going with Young now instead of with Kazumi. Oh, are we just letting the two of them get married? Is that what we're talking about, Kazumi and Coach?
Young, エクセリオンから離れすぎよ。わかってるわよ。わかっ
I wonder if Young is going to have some kind of breakdown like Kazumi does in the OVA.
こら、言うこと聞け。
Young, how come you brought 2 Pepsis?
敵中心部まで10億キロ。そろそろ敵が多くなってきたわ。大丈夫？
We're starting to have a lot of enemies. Are you okay?
大丈夫じゃなくったってなんとかするのが天才ってもんなのよ。
Oh yeah, we don't blow up the center of the galaxy until a little bit later. Now we're just, this is the one that just takes out like, you know, a third of the solar system. Especially the secret solar system that we didn't know about. The like 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th planets.
そうね。心配はしてないわ。それでいいのよ。さあ、行くわよ。 敵地点まであと1億キロ。
I mean, is it a war crime if no one can ever hold you accountable? I guess I'm supposed to be stopping stuff from getting behind me. All right, I think that's what was going on there. I was supposed to be stopping stuff from getting behind me. You... I don't know what the machine translation is trying to say, but you know what? You're not wrong, Young. You're not wrong. You are one hell of a horse. All right. Sure. Again, it's probably taking something literally, you know.
エクセリオンが敵中心部に達するわ。ねえ、ノリコ。何？私ね、新しい恋に生きることにしたんだ。コーチのことは諦めるの。
That is an interesting question, right? Like, would you... Can you create parks on a larger scale? A galactic heritage site, as it were. Decided to live for my new love. Who's your new love?
本気だったのよ。知ってた？私、あなたのことちょっと誤解してた。ん？
See, I'm kind of curious about all this dialogue just because this is such a deviation.
コーチのこともお姉様のことをやっかんで邪魔してちょっかい出してるのかなって。
Might be poking, okay, at a Kazumi.
そう見えるわよね。そうよね。今となっちゃどっちでもいいわ。ユング。 まあ人は自分と同じ人生を歩めない。だから出会いがあればそれだけ別れもあるってことよね。一度しかない自分だけの人生ですもの。1分でも無駄にしたくないわ。
You only live once. Truly, young Freud, the YOLO.
時は止まってくれないものね。
そうね。今私たちにできることを、私たちにしかできないことを。
さあ、時間までエクセリオンを守るわよ。合体するわよ、ノリコ。
All right, time for more action. Come on, I want to see Young in the Gunbuster control seat.
ダメージには気をつけなさいよ。エクセリオンを守らなきゃ。
I'm a little concerned I might be letting too many pass me. Oh boy, I did not die. I did not get rid of enough of that. I might fail this. Oh, I need it. Oh god. Where's the Excellion? I need to protect it. Oh, the Excellion's getting blown up. I don't even know where it is. Yeah, this is gonna be a failure. It's like behind me every time, but I'm just gonna keep beaming. Oh, they got past me. Is this gonna fail? It looks like the Accelerate has no health left. Okay, so is that, yeah. Oh shit. Do I even get like, oh shit, is that it? Do I have to like, all right, what do these options mean now? Oh, this is funny. Okay, now I'm eating my words, I guess. Okay, what does continue do then? Or no, wait, maintenance. Did I want to do maintenance? Okay, can I not actually skip these cutscenes? Oh. Yes, okay. That's nice to actually let you skip the whole thing without having to just mash through all of it. All right. So that might have been worse, but I'm now going to attempt to go nuts, I guess, with using the beam. All right, so I guess I just have to kill the waves to get past me, I suppose. I just turn around and do it. I wish there was like a direction that pointed towards the oh, no. All right, I did better on that this time. All right, so I think that's kind of the, yeah, I'm just gonna focus on getting enough for a Buster Beam and then trying to kill anything behind me. That was terrible. I should just focus on, yeah, just hitting them. Do not have the movement to get around. Oh, I gotta get the ones behind me. No! Oh no, a bunch of got past me. Oh, what do you mean? Come on! I mean, there's a lot. This is, I mean, space monsters. There's just a lot of them. There's a big crowd of them, really. Oh, we finally, okay. Oh my god, I almost died. Damn, this part of the game is, these little timing events don't mess around. All right, I made it through. We did it. That was a little hard. That was a little bit of a... Okay, so just back at the high school.
現時点ですでに敵の 99.89% が消失しました。
今回は助かったか。
Landing right back on that same beach.
Takaya, Yungu, よくやってくれた。
Good job.
コーチ、まさか幽霊じゃないわよね。
お前たちは宇宙で戦っているというのに、おとなしく死んでいられなくてな。
奇跡的に病状の進行が止まっているそうなの。お医者様も驚いていたわ。
The disease has stopped progressing. It's fine.
すごいじゃない。このまま治っちゃったりしたらすごいですね。
その言葉、ありがたく受け取っておこ
う。それで、
It's like, sure.
結婚式はいつなの？え？結婚式？
すぐに式を挙げるわ。
それってマジ？本当に？
ええ、準備しながら二人の帰りを待っていたのよ。
They're gonna get married. I was waiting for you to come home while I was getting. Oh yeah, they're getting married. They're getting super married.
結婚式って冗談のつもりだったのに。
The wedding is supposed to be a joke. Joke's on you, young.
お姉様、マーチ。
The end of the episode. Oh yeah, it really is though. All right, next time on Gunbuster.
パルネアデス計画、それは人類が企てる神への反逆。銀河中心ごと宇宙怪獣の巣を吹き飛ばす人類の存亡をかけた作戦となる。地球との
Oh wow, there we go.
皆が何を思うのかわしには分からない。
Wedding designs confirmed.
銀河中心殴り込み艦隊は負けるわけにはいかない。必ず勝って帰る。それがわしの最後の任務じゃ。次回トップを狙え第18話発動起死回生カルネアデス計画にエルトリウム光線発射。
Yeah, it is kind of weird, isn't it? Also weird to have the OP still going on at this point in the story. It's very funny. It's true. I mean, they are so committed to the bit that actually earlier one of the episodes in the game is actually just a clip show. Like they just played narrated footage of the game itself for like 5 minutes, and it had an OP, it had the eye catch, and it had the ED. And they just did a clip show in the middle of this. Incredible commitment to the bit. Are we having beach conversations here?
しかもジメジメしててなんだか気持ち悪いわ。仕方ないでしょ。これが日本の気候なんだから。
それはそうとまだ沖縄に残ってたんだ。
当然でしょ。明日は和美とコーチの結婚式なのよ。見届けなくて。
So, I mean, Gunbuster, of course, wasn't long enough to have a fully formed beach episode, but maybe this, you know, this version of it could. There was a beach scene in episode 5.
ああ、そういえばそうだったっけ。
来たか。
こんにちは、のりこ。
お姉様。
今日来てもらったのはだな。
コーチ、どうしたんですか。
Yeah, 100%.
あ、いや、
They would have absolutely had.
なんだ。
I think there was one bit in this where it seemed like Young was organizing like a strike over the like removal of Andromeda cakes, I think is what it was. There was definitely like a comedy episode in this video game.
私から言いますわ。のりこ、よく聞いてちょうだい。
はい。
私たちの式の日取りが決まったのよ。
Yeah, you cannot allow it. Set a date for the wedding.
式？何の式ですか。卒業式はこないでやったし。
What ceremony? We graduated just the other day. Yeah, that is a question, isn't it, Noriko?
結婚式よ。
結婚式ですか。
あ、高谷、そういうことなんで一つよろしく頼む。
I'm just here to so I can hear Norio Okamoto do Dying Groom.
おめでとうございます、お姉様、コーチ。
ありがとう。式には必ず来てちょうだいね。
はい。
そういうわけだから明日まではこっちにいるわよ。
What are you gonna do about this, young Freud? That's why I'm staying. Okay, there you go.
そっか。もう明日なんだね。
That sounds like Whiplash, yeah. Okay, so this is still the Rise. What? That is a very different translation than the one we got before.
何もこんなに大げさにやることはないと思うんだろうな。どうして
いよいよ明日ですね、コーチ。
結婚式などやらなくてもいいのにな。体調も面白いし、かわいそう。中止に。
コーチ、結婚式は女の子の夢なんですからね。それなのにコーチはお姉様の気持ちが分かってるんですか。
いや、それはだ。
Why is he recoiling? What's going on here?
お姉様もどんなにこの日を楽しみにしてたか。
This is a side of Coach I don't know if I really needed in my life. Wow, I know. All right, Chief.
全然分かってません。分かってたら口が裂けてもそんなことは言えませんよ。いいんですか、私がお姉様に喋っちゃっても。
いかん、高谷。それだけは困る。
でしたら 婚式にはちゃんと出てくださいね。
誰も出ないとは言ってないだろう。準備も滞りなく進んでいるんでしょうが、すでに腹はくくっている。
そうです。努力と根性で結婚式をいたしましょう。
すまん。
Oh, I got another topic? Wedding preparation. Now, that sounds like another topic I can talk to him about, probably. Yeah.
なるべく地味な式でいいからな。
Actually, he doesn't have that much to say about it. Surprise! Yeah, Noriko has a lot of hard work and guts, I think. I think that's fair to say about her.
ところで油を売ってていいの？私はお客様だもの。
Oh, there we go.
先を越されると油断してたわ。
There are occasionally topics that will just end the time and it will show you that it kills the time. So
自分で言う。
that's a good example of one right there.
あんたに聞いたのは間違いだったわ。ああ、さっさと先に粉かけとけよかったな。
What are we talking about, young? Should have just poured gun on at first, yeah. Amen, brother.
早い者勝ちじゃないんだから。何言ってんのよ。恋愛は戦いよ。あらゆる手を尽くして勝たなくちゃなのよ。
Love is a battle. Yeah, why not pour Pepsi on it is a good question.
だからお子様だって言うのよ。
Why not use it to clean out someplace weird?
わかると思うけどね。
Oh wow, I like that it's actually picking up the sign there and translating beachside clubhouse. That's kind of impressive. But you know, someone did make an Armored Core 6 Pepsi, man. That was a pretty good bit. Young's lost love. Oh, spicy topic. This is gonna be like the saddest wedding of all time. Everyone's just in their normal clothes. At least they put these two in wedding clothes. We have your wedding on the road. Dude, oh, white dingo team's a good one. They're gonna get hit by a car. No, that would be in America.
おめでとう。
おめでとう、お姉様。
ありがと
本日は誠にお日柄もよろしく絶好の結婚式日和となりました。
Why is he like speaking through like a megaphone or something? Like he's over like a PA. It's okay.
めでたき日に
Was this originally supposed to be a bigger scene and they had to like cut it, but it's got like they made this for a different scene kind of audio recording thing going on? Like, you know how like in San Andreas there's the one cut scene where what is it? It's Cesar and CJ sound like they're in a helicopter even though they aren't because they were supposed to be in a helicopter, you know? Yeah, like maybe they're supposed to be in like an auditorium or something with like a crowd of people because it's a wedding, but they just had to cut it for some reason.
発表の日でもあります。
That's like, super funny. Announcement of a new plane. Wait, the plane will threaten the survival of the human race?
すでにご存知の方もいらっしゃいますでしょうが、
Machine translation.
ここで発表させていただきたいと思います。
Oh.
名付けてカルネアデス計画。
カルネアです。
Carne des plan. I mean, Earth was always going to be saved at a roadside marriage. Don't we know it?
お姉様。
母なる地球を捨てるのでは宇宙怪獣に勝ったとは言えないわ。
じゃあカルネアデス計画っていうのは。
それは俺が説明しよう。
They're like, Norio, we need you to be dying the whole time.
コーチ。
このカルネアデス計画は宇宙怪獣の巣である銀河系中心部への殴り込みを行うべく立案されたものだ。
バスターマシンを手に入れた人類の起死回生の作戦よ。
You know, it's definitely interesting to think about Bandai's video game publishing around this time, because I think there's a lot of there's a lot of economic contraction going on starting around this time. I mean, 2005 is maybe a bit early for it, but certainly like early PS3, it's suddenly costing more to make video games, and also the economy is getting worse. Yeah, you know what was an interesting thing about MS Saga? We on Saturday we played like a little bit of the beginning of MS Saga, and there are some early parts of MS Saga that have like, you know, a little bit of English dub. But apparently in the original Japanese game, there just is no voice work for some of those scenes where it really feels like there should be, you know, just like a little bit of voicing in the original Japanese, which is just like really odd, you know. It does kind of give that sense of like the money was going away.
計画では全ての宇宙怪獣を葬り去ることになるらしい。
The plan is Coach says the plan is to kill them all.
後の話は私が続けるわ。もうお休みになって。
すまんな。この体さえ言うことを聞けば。
なんでも噂では銀が中心部ごと破壊してしまう計画だそうよ。
Plan is to destroy the entire galactic center. Accurate, actually. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, going into a PS2 game like that, like, I don't expect like a ton of voice acting from PS2 JRPGs. I expect like some cutscenes to be voice acted, maybe. Like that's like the standard, I feel. I mean, I know some had more than others, like 10 probably had more, 12 had more, but like, you know, like Shadow Hearts, right? Shadow Hearts and Shadow Hearts 2 had like some voice acting in some scenes.
中心部ごと破壊ってそんな乱暴な。
人類が生き残るための究極の選択よ。
まさしくカルネアデスの板ってわけね。
お姉様もコーチも体感してしまうんですよね。
The issue of like how much voice acting to include, like, to me, it's just like a matter of budget. Yeah, that is kind of, Vanguard Bandits does suddenly have dialogue on the final hit. That's how I knew I'd gotten the final hit off, was when the voice acting started. I was like, oh, this must be it. Although that's a little different though. I feel like PS1 working designs, voice acting budgets, you know, you never really knew. But that's the thing, is like how much voice acting is included, like in my brain, is like, what is the budget, you know? Whereas like I feel like some people get like weirdly antagonistic if they feel a video game does not have a sufficient amount of voice acting. I've definitely seen some weird takes where it's like, oh well, this is, why isn't this voice, like, why isn't more of this voice? And I was like, I don't know, dog, because they had a budget. Christ.
そういうこと。よろしくね、のりこ。うん。腕が鳴るわ。
Yeah, it is weird. It is definitely like, I don't know. Do what you can with what you have. Spend, if you have money, spend it on what you want to spend money on. I I mean, Vanguard Bandits was an interesting creature because it's just like a one-off working, like human entertainment developed, working designs localized. I enjoyed that game, but very much a 90s sort of game, you know? I need to get on the Gunbuster.
いきなりじゃないわ。これからは私がパートナーなんだから、早いうちに慣れておいた方がいいでしょ。
That's true. So of course this is accurate to the OVA, where, you know, up until Kazumi's arrival, Young and Noriko are the Gunbuster pilots.
それはそうだけど。
Oh, the percentages? I mean, I don't know. That's strategy RPGs. Percentages aren't real. Math isn't real. You know, I don't care if it's Fire Emblem, XCOM, Vanguard Bandits. Numbers are here to hurt you. You just gotta believe. Like Pa Rappa. Oh, there we go. We got Young in the Gunbuster cockpit now. Going back to last voice, yeah. Can you give me an example? I'm just curious. It sounds like maybe you have something in mind. Oh, did Tales of Arise have less voice acting than Berseria? I could see that. That sounds like good old. I mean, I don't think it was so much true with Vanguard Bandits, but working designs, like, I think like the most justifiable criticism of them was when they made games like tediously difficult, like Exile 2 or Alundra, stuff like that. Like that's a pretty reasonable criticism. Although one that's also applicable to other publishers as well. Working Designs was not the only company that made releases for North America more difficult than their original Japanese versions. They are not alone. They just happen to have some of the more famous examples.
レーダーに不審な敵兵をキャッチした。高速でこちらに向かっているような。
Interesting. Yeah, Human Entertainment did a lot of good stuff. I mean, what, Human Entertainment, they did remote control Dandy too, right? Oh, Okage was harder too. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, for me, the one that I think, like, the one game that I speedran on Japanese version because the North American version was made harder was Bootlager 9 or Beltlogger 9, the Brahma Force. Yeah, I mean, they did Clock Tower. Human Entertainment did they did Septentrion too, right? The SOS, the boat game. That game's wild. Yeah, Septentrion, yeah. That's interesting. Berseria is my favorite Tales game. I think I've played 4 Tales games. Destiny, Symphonia, Zestiria, and Berseria. Yes, Berseria is my favorite of them. 3 of the 4 are good though. Like I think Destiny, Symphonia, and Berseria are all really good games. Zestiria, not so much. Mizurna Falls is an interesting creature for sure. I love that. Isn't it true that like the designer of Mizurna Falls like became like a park ranger or something? Did I remember that right? All right, I guess I can verify it. Never mind. Oh, wait. Here we go. Interview with Mizerna Falls creator. Oh, he's a hiking tour guide. Okay, there we go. That's what it is. He left the video game industry and became a hiking tour guide in Canada. All right. Anyway. I mean, that's a pretty good career change. Well, I don't see any health bar for the Silver Star, so... I want to see... do I get like a chance to change, like, can I add moves or anything here? Back to... No, it's not anything like that. Okay. Because, like, there's a screen on the... There was a screen on the Exelion for, like, changing your moveset. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, they're very, like, weird and, like, organic, and they got all sorts of vibes going on. Job done. We did it. We saved the Silver Star, I guess. Yeah, launch the operation. Yep, the Carnades project. Oh, okay, he's just talking about how he's concerned about the Buster Machine number 3. I mean, there is a sequel to Gunbuster. I don't know what that sequel is about, though. And I've been, like, sort of avoiding learning what it's about. But, well, there's also, like, something that takes place between Gunbuster and Diebuster. It's like Gunbuster Next Generation or something. That's like a written or some, I don't know what I don't know what media that is. But I mean, there is Diebuster. I don't know anything about Diebuster, though, except that it's a sequel. Yeah, it's like not even like yeah, it's just like background information, right?
見てなさい宇宙怪獣ども。今度こそ根絶やしにしてみせるわ。
It's whenever I've been finishing a BattleTech novel, I've been going to Sarna.net and looking at the Sarna Wikipedia page or the BattleNet wiki page for that novel. And it's always like really interesting because like when like a character dies, I will go and look at that character's Sarna wiki page. And it's like the list of media that is drawn upon for filling in information about them. It'll be like the books that I've read, but it'll also be like these like BattleTech digest, like year, this is what happened this year. And like from like the tabletop game as like provide, and then which like makes sense. Like, of course that's what it is. Like, of course that's the original media, but it's still funny. It's like still be like, oh yeah, I guess this is how they would do some of these details, isn't it? Because like I read like one book and I was like, this is the only book that touches upon the War of 3039, and I'm like, well, how do we know there's a War of 3039 though? And it's like, oh, there's of course there's other documentation, you idiot, you moron. It's not just books.
行ってきます。お姉様。行ってきます。キミコ、高見ちゃん。行ってきます。パパ。
I mean, so at this point, like, you know, I am enjoying BattleTech in the forms of media that I am inclined to enjoy. So I've been reading the novels. I've played one Mech Assault and one Mech Warrior at this point. The original Mech Assault and then Mech Warrior 5. I'm interested in playing more BattleTech video games. I heard the Harebrained Schemes game that's just called BattleTech is pretty good. I'm interested in playing the other Mech Warriors. I know Mech Warrior 6 is tentatively on the way. As I think there was some more Mech Warrior 5 DLC coming, so. Oh, you meant the BattleTop game? Yeah, I'm never touching the tabletop game. No way. No how. No. I can't. I don't want to be near miniatures. You're welcome to do it though. I just all that like material. It's just like too much. Like I don't want to. It does not appeal to me. But I'm not trying to say that like you're a bad person if you enjoy it. Oh, the SNES game, is that the one that's like a port of the DOS Mech Warrior, or is that the like isometric action game? Am I thinking of the two 16-bit games? Or is there another one? There's one that's called like Mech Warrior 3050 or something. The isometric game. Okay, yeah. I know it's like there's like some weird naming stuff with like how it's named on I think it's the one that has a Genesis version too, the isometric action one, I think. I heard that the first two BattleTech video games are DOS RPGs that I've heard are not good. I want to say Sundown has told me that they are not good. Which is a shame. I would love for those to be secretly charming. One Mecha Tabletop game I would play is Jovian Chronicle. I can't find people, but I don't know if I've heard it. I feel like usually when I hear people talk about Mecha Tabletop, they talk about Lancer, I think, is the one I hear a lot. I don't know. Tabletop has been like mostly a series of bad experiences for me, so I've kind of given up on being a tabletop player. I just don't think I don't know. It's just not going to happen. Like I don't even listen to like real play podcasts or anything. Like I don't listen to Friends at the Table or anything like that. Like I just like I'm completely, or Adventure Zone. I'm completely tuned out of those. Which is part of why I don't talk about them, because I'm just not interested in them. Isometric Warrior game on SN. Is there? Okay. I mean, I'm sure that's a thing too, where, I mean, if you were playing it in PAL, like the name could have been different, especially in that era, you know? let's be real. They were not consistent about naming that stuff across regions.
銀河の周りを一周していろんな準備をしなきゃいけないんだって。うわー大変。そんなこと言ってられない。コーチもお姉様も。
Ooh, I kind of like getting to see some of the interior Eltrium bits here.
新しいパートナーユングとの呼吸も合わない。
Yeah, we got Sizzlers too.
する補給艦隊。ガンバスターがいっぱい。すごい。量産。
Oh yeah, tabletop gaming can get real expensive real fast.
なのにどうして私が量産型と戦わなきゃいけないの？次回トップを狙え第19話激ファイトガンバスター対ガンバスターにスーパー稲妻キー。
Ooh, fight game. Okay, that's yeah. All right, folks. I think this is probably a good point to break things off. So let me go ahead and make a save here. I want to say right now. So this is I want to say I'm gonna hope that maybe we can finish off Gunbuster tomorrow. In terms of future stream plans right now, Armored Core 6 is going to stay off stream for a bit because I think I want to take some time to do some routing stuff, do some off stream stuff with that. Armored Core 6 will be eligible for the second submission period for AGDQ 2024, so I'm not too worried about that. That's going to be fine. We had the demo disc party challenge fill up tonight, so I'm going to plan a demo disc party probably for sometime early next week. So look forward to demos. Once I finish this game, and I'm not doing a demo disc party, I am starting Hitman World of Assassination. So if the idea of me playing the modern Hitman games appeals to you, good news that is on its way. I bought the game on sale, so that is going to be the next casual play that I do once I finish Gunbuster. So, and of course, once I finish World of Assassination, that will mean